Oh goodness. Unhaul time. Hello and welcome to a book unhaul. I have been meaning to get rid of these books for a while, and I did a poll on my Instagram story of what video you guys wanted to see, and this was the winner. So let's get started. Next up, we have the first two books in the Charlotte Holmes series. I have nothing against this series. They are inoffensive, but they are also a relic of my teenage years, and honestly, I have no interest in them anymore. I really think that someone else would enjoy them a lot more than me anymore, and I'm not going to be continuing with the series either. I know that there are like 2 or 3 more books, but I'm definitely never going to be revisiting it. Honestly, Sherlock Holmes, I've kind of outgrown it. I love the original stories, but I've kind of moved out of the retellings. I've kind of had enough of them. So I'm going to donate these, and hopefully someone else will get better use out of them. Up next, we have 2 of the Selection Series books. Again, these are a relic of my teen years. They are a relic of, you know, the 2010, like, young adult dystopian craze. These books were okay. I really liked them when I was younger. I thought they were really fun. Obviously the covers are gorgeous. But you know, I really just don't care that much about this series anymore. I really don't. So there's no reason for me to keep them, and I think someone else, you know, will enjoy them, and someone else who maybe has a soft spot in their heart for this series will enjoy getting these, but personally, I'm kind of just like, I'm really over it. Next up is an arc of Midnight in Everwood by M.A. Kuzniar. This is gorgeous. I mean, look at this. It's a gorgeous arc. You know, the back says, "In the night, darkness of night, magic awaits." It's a retelling of The Nutcracker, which is one of my favorite ballets. My parents used to take me to see it when I was a kid around Christmas time. However, I really don't see myself reading this anytime soon at all. I have so many other books that are much more high priority. And I think someone else will enjoy this. I just really don't think this is my cup of tea right now. Next up, we have Consensual Hex by Amanda Harlow. Guys, when I tell you that this is one of the most problematic books I have ever seen in my life, I bought this without knowing anything about it. I was at a secondhand bookstore. It was like, there were a bunch of different copies. And a friend and I got them because we were going to buddy read it, because all I knew about it was like sapphic witches at college, and I was like, that sounds cool. And you know, the cover's kind of interesting, but then I went home and I looked it up on Goodreads, and turns out the author is a piece of shit, to put it lightly. She has exploited the stories and the traumas of her friends for this book. She's incredibly lesbophobic. She compares masculine lesbians to men in a really dangerous and harmful way. She does not handle sexual assault, which is kind of like a theme in this book. She doesn't handle it very well, and the book is just really badly written, and again, she's exploited the stories of her college friends to write this book, which they did not give permission for. So just really shitty. If you have been thinking about picking up this book, don't. It has one of the lowest ratings on Goodreads that I've ever seen. My friend did read it, and she said it was absolutely weird and disgusting. Like, she did not enjoy it at all. So I'm not even going to give this book time of day and read it. So yeah, PSA, this book is not what it seems. It's not all fun and games. I would not recommend it at all. Next up, we have City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. I love Cassandra Clare, so I'm not getting rid of this because I don't love this book. I'm getting rid of it because I actually own 2 copies. I don't need 2 copies, so I will be donating this, and hopefully someone else will add it to their collection. Next up, I have a mass market paperback of The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan, and that is why I'm getting rid of it, is because it's mass market paperback. Now, I have trouble reading mass market paperback. the writing is so small and the book itself is so small that I actually cannot read them. I literally can't. I lose focus. It bothers me. It irritates me. So I am buying like the big paperbacks that are not mass market, and I will be donating this, and hopefully someone who's been wanting to read this series and actually likes or doesn't mind reading mass market paperbacks will get some enjoyment out of it. Next up, we have Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell. Rainbow Rowell, I feel it goes without being said, is incredibly problematic, as we have learned in recent years. I did not know that when I bought this book. I was very much out of the reading world. I was trying to get back into reading, and I remember having really liked Carry On when I was a teenager. And I was like, oh, well, it's the sequel. I will like it, right? No, I hated it. I got like a chapter in, and I literally despised it. And I haven't touched it since, and this book has just been staring at me for like 2+ years. I hate it. I hate looking at it. And I don't really want any of her books on my shelf. She's not a great person. And honestly, this book is crap. So, getting rid of it. Last book is My Arc of Gallant by V.E. Schwab. I have annotated this a little bit. So it'll be a fun little surprise for whoever picks this up. But I did not like Gallant at all. I think I gave it 2 stars. You'll find out more about it in my March reading wrap-up, I think. I think I read that in March. Yeah, I did not like it at all. It was really cool to see the disabled representation. I think we need a lot more of that in young adult literature. However, the plot and the pacing was wildly off. And I really wish we could have learned more about the main character. I don't even remember her name. That's how much this book just did not stick in my memory. I wish we had learned more about her rather than just who she is in the context of missing her mother. Because we really don't know much about her besides the fact that she can see ghosts and her mom died and she's really sad about it. And I mean, Gallant wasn't really explained. There's so many things wrong with this book. And I feel really bad saying that because I was really excited to read it. I had never read a Victoria Schwab book ever. This was the first book I'd ever read by them. And I was really excited. And my expectations were too high because this book just crashed and burned for me. So hopefully someone else will enjoy it and like the little highlights and notes that I wrote in it, because I certainly did not. Alright, and that is the end of the book unhaul. Definitely need to make a bit of space on my shelf, which is one of the reasons why I did this, and also just because, you know, I don't see the use in keeping books that I don't want anymore and I'm never going to visit again. Hopefully someone else will enjoy them. That's always what I say. I actually did a book unhaul earlier this year already, so this is like my second one. Or it was late last year. It was like November I did a book unhaul. So hopefully someone will get some use out of these, and I will see you guys next time.